Hi, my name is Sabina and I'm an international artist. I was born and raised in Stockholm, Sweden, and I have always loved to paint. When I was little, I used to paint with my mother. Sadly, she passed away when I was only 10 years old, and that has really shaped my whole life. Without a father or a sibling, I felt extremely lonely, and I have never felt so much that I didn't belong to anyone. And that was the first time I turned into art and started painting as a therapy. Back then, my uncles who took care of me, they thought that education was very important. So I was put into studying and aiming to become an engineer. But during my third year of high school, I started to feel an extremely stress and so much anxiety. And I had a hard time to sleep, to eat, and to even function. I started to isolate myself from friends and family, and as a very social person I usually was, this was so strange for me, and it was really terrifying. Finding art was like a medicine for me. It paused everything. I couldn't think of anything at all while I was painting, and that was such an amazing experience. So it could be like for 20 minutes straight, I just painted and I forgot everything I have ever felt. And it almost became an obsession. Sometimes I could wake up like 4 a.m. just to start painting. That is pretty insane, but it really helped me at the time. And I think it was okay, like, to have this unhealthy relationship to art. And after some while, it also became my passion. My first painting I sold for $50. And I never had the intuition of actually selling my art and like to become an artist. It was not about that. It was more about affording new materials to be able to paint new paintings. And I remember strongly the first customer who purchased 5 paintings. And I started to understand that people actually like what I created. And that was a very beautiful feeling. So about a year later, people started to referring to me as an artist, and that felt very odd. I have always seen myself as an engineer, and an artist. It felt like I almost had an identity crisis, because now I have put so many years into mathematics, physics, and now I just was about to deal with paint all day. It was very, very strange. Now I sell my work worldwide, and it's thanks to my big community on social media. And it's very amazing how you're able to sell art online and to other countries without interacting physically. But it actually all started with gallery owners, and I worked a lot with them in the beginning, and they gave me really good mentor advices, everything to pricing and exhibitions. And I strongly remember one advice, that if you have an exhibition as an artist and you sell out 40% of your artworks, that is a very strong indicator that you can raise your prices. And since I have always actually sold out every exhibition I've had, I have this as an annual thing, that I raise my prices 1 to 2 times per year. And when I think about it, it's very amazing how the first painting I ever sold went for $50. And now the largest artwork that I've sold is $100,000. And it's so insane when I'm even saying it right now. And now I'm so excited about my upcoming exhibition in New York. And that will be totally the next milestone. And I can't wait.